Red Dreaded Entertainment, what's up everybody? Your boy Akasan here. It's about 11 o'clock right now at night. It is time for another reaction to The Walking Dead. It's dinner time for me as well, so I have the perfect brain food. It seriously looks like brain food, right? This is kimchi, kalbi, corn, all that, and I got some rice on the side. But don't worry, I will be eating off camera. And let's try to wake up a little bit more with a little bit of this Christmas Coke. All right? Your reaction to The Walking Dead starts now.
Thank God you're finally awake. People said you got them all. Is there another deal you made us take, Marcia?
It's Maggie.
No. We didn't make you take the deal, Gregory.
I'm happy we could patch you up. You need to go. Make sure you let Rich know what we did for you.
Dr. Carson said I should stay.
If he thinks he has the authority to make that decision, he's mistaken. Look, I'm a good guy.
Really?
Stay the night. So it's settled.
No, it's not. Maggie is pregnant.
Well, that's her mistake.
Wow! Alright. Whoop his ass. Whoop that motherfucker back at Alexandria. Negan. I got a list of people Lucille can eat.
I'll be fine. Way better aim than you.
Ha ha! Because he only got one eye.
I didn't mean it that way.
I liked him. He was one of the only people I'd ever met who could say things that could make you smile and wince at the same time.
He's in charge. He's an idiot. He's a coward. They're more dangerous.
That is an interesting dilemma. Gregory's not necessarily wrong, but it's an interesting situation. Him and Rick are both in similar situations of fear, in a sense. Don't tell me it's Carl. Ah! Yeah, only Carl can't be driving like that.
What are you doing here?
I like to drive.
Young love. The fuck? Oh shit! Oh, Ninja Jesus! The fuck is going on? Oh shit! Swat! God damn! Nice.
It's messed up, but it's how it is. You do things for the ones you love.
All right, Cersei.
Just tell me how we can make this work.
Oh!
I think we need to meet on that one-on-one.
Sex!
Or
Go to hell.
are you actually implying? Yeah. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to tell Miss Kaylin to keep her preserves.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
They'll do if they find you here. Jesus, get them in the closet.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Trevor. Sneaking scoop.
Oh.
I guess we now know where Trevor was. Cute. Roller skates. Jet Set Radio! Points to those who know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Trevor about to give the beat down. This is gonna be awesome but sad at the same time.
You cleaned up the mess yourselves. Good on you.
Well, we must have picked up some skills from your people. If you think about it, you still saved us. Right?
Well, that's a nice...
Well, I'm a team player.
Gregory.
I'm nervous for him. Is he really gonna rat it out?
Actually, there is.
Is he really gonna sell him out? Really? That's gonna fuck.
Are you serious?
This is
Scotch. Now, I'm gonna say it's from me. Not mention you, okay? I really want the headline on this one. Okay?
Fucking Trevor.
You wanna slide that one back in? Sorry, I shouldn't ask. You wanna slide that one back in?
Period.
Period. Now, we're gonna go through the place and take half of everything you have, but only half. Kneel.
Jesus Christ. I really don't like the Saviors and the TV version, but I understand the point they're also doing.
Why are you even defending her? We're here right now because she and Rich didn't handle things like they said they would.
The Saviors tried to kill you.
That was a misunderstanding.
Wow, so he actually tried to give him up.
So we will be. We play nice. They play nice. Say, dear, Saviors can actually be quite reasonable.
Oh! Nice.
Fine watch. Doesn't need to be left out in the rain.
This is our home now. So you'll learn to start to call me by my name. Not Marcia, not dear, not honey. Maggie. Maggie Ree.
She took Glenn's last name. Nice.
I didn't like how he did things, but I couldn't imagine anyone else in his place. I can now.
Who?
Maggie.
We'll talk about it sometime.
Now the real question though is when Negan finds out, if Negan finds out Maggie is actually still alive, that's gonna be kind of rough.
If you want to make it up to us,
Kill Gregory.
can you find where Negan lives?
One of the trucks is going back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
It wasn't my first time. There was this boy in high school.
You ran over the boy?
It was like a miracle.
Thought process there. What's that noise? Is that Carl sharpening his knife or some shit? Or somebody? Oh, okay. Somebody's sharpening his knife. Oh shit. Ha! Okay. Hey, Jesus.
Hey,
Ha! Carl. So there you have it, folks, the latest episode of The Walking Dead. It was pretty much a Hilltop-centric episode. It does concern me a little bit. Fine episode, no problem, but I was sort of starting to think about this, like the way this season is kind of going. The fact that we have so many different communities now, I'm a little concerned if every episode is basically going to bounce from location to location. And the reason I'm worried about that is because I feel like it might, in some form or fashion, drag on, if you know what I'm saying, or like, let's just say, like, for me, obviously Alexandria is the strongest episode, and the Kingdom episode was very strong because of the fact that it was the first time we were introduced to the Kingdom, right? But I'm a little worried, like this Hilltop one was kind of, wasn't necessarily weak, but things were developing, but it wasn't really the sort of aggressiveness I suppose we were looking for. And obviously dealing with Gregory, it's kind of weird. It's weird, it's interesting and beautiful at the same time, the way like we see how leadership is handled in every episode, how leadership is handled in every community. We had Gregory, Rick, Negan, and the King, basically. How we see how things are kind of pelted out and dealt with each situation as time goes by. It's also interesting to see how the saviors work with each community, and how they're with each community, and the kind of the way they treat things, sort of the same way they do. I'm very concerned. I'll probably make this the question of the video, so let's go ahead and move on over to the question of the video. So in this version of this, I forgot what Negan's right-hand man, his name actually is. I'm just gonna keep calling him Trevor. So we saw Trevor, be very, I would say in some form or fashion, diplomatic or so. I'm a bit concerned, and I'm judging things on the way the saviors work, and this whole idea of half, how they take half of each of their stuff, half of the stuff, but it doesn't really seem like that's the deal. And it's weird because comic wise, I'm trying to remember if that half of this, like how they mediated and negotiated the half sort of thing. I don't fully remember how that worked, but it seemed to me, and this is coming more from the Negan side of things, of my interpretation of the Negan character, the way the comic was played, is that it just seemed like the rules were the rules, and both the saviors and survivors needed to play by Negan's rules. He was very strict about that situation. There were a few situations where that, like, so that whole idea where Carl had a gun to the guy that was stealing the medical supplies, and he was saying, look, you only said half, right? And it was kind of obvious that they were taking more than half and burning the beds, the stuff they didn't even need, right? It's a bit weird to me. So I'm trying to wonder, I guess the question of the video here is, what is your take in interpretation of taking half of their stuff? Because, obviously Gregory's painting isn't really half of anything, right? You would think maybe, and it appears that the Kingdom is maybe that's the other issue, is the fact that since the Hilltop kind of messed up, they gotta get punished, basically, opposed to just taking half. I guess that's the way we could look at it, whereas the Kingdom is still playing by the rules. They've been good, and everything's all good, right? But man, the TV version of the Saviors and Negan really pisses you off. Like, it's on that Game of Thrones Joffrey level, in a sense. Like, they're just, like, particularly Negan, I mean, and Trevor too, is being dicks just to be dicks, basically. Like, there's like, doesn't seem like there's any sort of balance there. I'm very curious what is your guys' take on all of that, okay? Let's leave it at that for today. I appreciate everything, guys. Like, share, subscribe. If you like this review and reaction here, it's going to be a very busy week coming up here with the CW. Actually, next week. Thanksgiving is this week. You guys have a good one if you're celebrating it out there. Remember to be thankful for what you have, and that's half your shit. This video was brought to you in part by Negan. Alright, it now belongs to Negan. I'm out, guys. Peace.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you